Your life path number is your purpose. It is your fate. It represents the person that you must become in order to fulfill your destiny. It is your life's algorithm. It programs all the experiences and all the events that are going to occur in your life to either make you into the person that you're meant to be so that you can evolve, or it will break you and you'll just get reincarnated and have to do it all over again. As human beings, we have no control over the events that occur in our lives. All we can control is how we respond to the events that occur in our lives. And this is what your life path is testing you on. If you pass the test, you'll have a life full of good fortune, success, and fulfillment. And if you don't, you won't. It's just that simple. To calculate your life path number, simply just add up all the singular digits in your full birthday, and the sum is your life path. For example, if you were born July 29th, 1999, take 7 plus 2 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. That makes 46. 4 plus 6 makes it 10. 1 plus 0 makes 1. This person is life path 1. But today we're going to be talking about life path 2s. If all the numbers in your birthday adds up to an 11, a 20, a 29, a 38, or a 47, you are a life path 2. And the life path 2 is the empath, the intuitive bridge, and the peacemaker. These beings are governed by the moon, which is the plane of emotion, reflection, receptivity, and inner wisdom. The life path 2 is the path of connection, harmony, and sensitivity. These individuals are born to master the art of emotional intelligence, cooperation, and duality. While life path 1 is all about I or me, I'm life path 1 by the way, the life path 2 is about us or we. Their soul grows through learning how to relate, respond, and uplift others without losing themselves in the process. They are empaths, healers, diplomats, and lovers of peace, often operating behind the scenes while gently steering the emotional current of the people around them. Life path 2s are here to bridge hearts and hold space. They're not here to dominate others or to conquer. If you're a life path 11, you are an inspired empath. The 11 is a master number, which means it's not reduced unless it's deeply imbalanced. It carries spiritual potential and psychic sensitivity far beyond the average 2. This is a combination of independence coming from that double 1 energy and then emotional resonance coming from that 2 energy, which creates a person who channels divine inspiration to uplift others. These beings are highly intuitive, artistic, idealistic, and emotionally intense. They have visionary gifts, but are often tested through inner turmoil and nervous tension. The life path 11 feels called to teach, guide, or heal, even if they don't feel ready. Their biggest challenge is emotional overwhelm, escapism, or suppressing themselves to please others. If you're a life path 20, you are a pure peacemaker. This is the most undiluted form of life path 2, but that 0 energy adds extra spiritual depth, vulnerability, and karmic openness. These individuals are soft-hearted, intuitive, peace-focused, and deeply compassionate. They may have strong psychic gifts or an unusual ability to pick up on the feelings of people, animals, and even places. And when I say places, I mean like they can literally read the energy of an actual place, like a restaurant, a house, some environment that they're in. They're sensitive to rejection, criticism, and they don't really respond well to loud or aggressive environments. Their greatest challenge is boundary issues. They may become passive, self-sacrificing, or too reliant on external approval or external validation. If you're life path 29, you are an emotionally empowered leader. This number is karmically and master influenced because you have the deep feeling coming from the 2, and then you have universal compassion and strength coming from that 9 energy, which creates a master number 11. So this is one of the most powerful 2s and 11s in all of numerology, and is actually one of the most powerful numbers by itself in all of numerology. These 2s often begin life very sensitive and unsure of themselves, but are called to become very powerful emotional leaders and healers. These individuals possess wisdom beyond their years, their old souls, and they're often tested early on with emotional betrayal, abandonment, or codependency issues. They have a strong calling towards humanitarian work emotional coaching, family systems, or spiritual psychology. Their biggest challenge is overgiving, and they must learn emotional detachment and energetic balance. If you're a Lifepath 38, you are known as the diplomatic performer. This is a blend of expressive creativity coming from the 3, and executive drive coming from the 8, and then you also have the individuality and leadership skills coming from the 11, and then that emotional sensitivity and that awareness and conscientiousness coming from that 2. 38s have more outward charisma and leadership, though they still desire emotional safety and connection. They often find the most success in entertainment, law, mediation, or some sort of public-facing healing work. 38s are the 2s and the 11s that can handle the spotlight the most. There's a natural grace and confidence here, but also a deep emotional life that they may hide behind performance or structure. Their biggest challenge is to learn to express emotional truth instead of just playing a role in society. They also need to watch out for self-suppression behind charisma or duty. If you're Lifepath 47, you are known as the sacred architect. This version of the 2 is built on structure coming from the 4, and then spiritual depth coming from the 7, and then all this energy is funneled into that 2 energy, which gives it emotional refinement. These individuals are grounded visionaries. They combine analytical brilliance, inner truth, and emotional wisdom. They're likely to be private, reserved, or slow to trust, but when they do open up, they hold immense insight and devotion. This path has a strong wisdom through experience type of vibe. They often have a long journey of self-discovery, spiritual awakening, or overcoming betrayal. They can excel in areas like psychology, teaching, architecture, spiritual philosophy, or healing sciences. They're very loyal in relationships, but they can have walls that can take years to dismantle. Their biggest challenge is that they can become overly guarded or emotionally distant. No matter what type of Lifepath 2 that you are, if you are Lifepath 2, you are here to teach the power of presence, empathy, and emotional safety. You may walk through the fire of heartbreak and emotional chaos, not to stay broken, but to learn how to heal others through it. Your softness is your strength, and your sensitivity is your gift. You don't need to fight in order to be powerful. You are the most impactful when you listen, reflect, and shine from the heart. Now, if you would like to learn more about numerology, just click the link in my profile bio and read my book, Supreme Mathematics, A Complete Guide on Chaldean Numerology, or if you like a reading, just book a session. You can also find that in the link in my profile bio.